So just coming into a comfortable seated position. Crossing your legs if you can. Just gonna take a little bit of time to center. So today we're just gonna be slowing everything down. And when we slow down, often that means that our mind starts to take over. But it also gives us a time to explore that a little bit and to try and come back to our center. So just connecting into your physical body. So really feeling it. So noticing the earth supporting your sit bones. You might want to bring your hands, palms facing down onto your knees. You might want to bring your thumb and point finger together. Dhyan mudra, so really grounding mudra. It's noticing the little feeling of the fingers touching. The palms against the knees. And then feeling into the base of the body. And you lengthen up the spine and out through the crown of your head. Softening the shoulders. Tucking in the chin. Noticing how you're feeling. Not judging it, just noticing. And then can you start to tune into your breath now? Becoming aware of the in-breath and the out-breath. Again, you're not changing it, you're just noticing it. You're breathing from and just think about how the quality of your breath reflects how you're feeling. Often when we're feeling a little bit stressed or a bit tired and a bit all over the show, our breathing is up in our chest. We're feeling quite calm and rested. We're generally taking deeper, slower breaths. The cool thing about yoga and about breath work is you can create those moods by taking control of your breath. So we're going to start doing that now, bringing us into our parasympathetic nervous system with some deep, slow, 3-part breath. So starting to breathe into the belly now, as if there's a hole in the belly, expanding the abdomen like a balloon. And then on the exhale, drawing it into the spine. Just a few abdominal breaths to start. Inhale, the belly expands. Exhale, it contracts and draws it. One more like this. Inhale. Exhale. This time, inhaling into the belly. Taking another sip of air and breathing into the rib. Another sip of air and breathing up into your heart space. Hold at the top. Exhale, releasing the chest, the ribs, and then the belly. Pausing at the bottom. Inhaling again into the belly, into the ribs. They pull apart into the heart, feeling the heart open, hold. Exhale, controlling the breath back down the 3 levels. 3 more rounds of that at your own time into the belly. The ribs draw apart, the chest lifts. 4. Exhale, the chest drops, the ribs draw in, the belly pulls back. Inhale for 3. 4. Exhale for 3. 4. Last round. Inhaling. Feeling the lungs, the body flooded with fresh oxygen. 4. Exhale. Releasing down the 3 levels. Draw the belly in. And then letting go of that breathing now. Coming back to normal breath. Connecting back to how you're feeling. And noticing the clarity, the calmness that you're creating by taking control of the breath, the bridge between the body and the mind. Feeling back into your sit bones, into the physical body. Feeling the hands on the knees, the fingers in the mudra. On the inhale, let's raise our arms to the sky, bringing them up to touch above our head. Exhale, hands to prayer. 2 more energizing breaths. Inhale, reaching up, you can gaze up. Exhale, hands to heart. Inhale, lifting. Exhale, hands to heart. Rubbing your palms together, generating some heat. Placing them over the eyes. Repeating one more time. Feeling the warmth of the palms on the eyelids. Gently fluttering the eyes open behind the palms. Coming back to the space. Rubbing the hands down the sides of the body. From here, let's plant our right hand down beside the right hip. And on the inhale, stretch that left arm above the head and then start to draw that right hand out to the side. Just nice and gentle, stretching into the side body. Feeling that left rib cage expand. You soften that left shoulder down. Inhaling, stretching that left fingers above your head. And then on the exhale, just drawing that left shoulder back. Gazing up. Breathing into the left side body. Just pressing that left buttock down. Breathe in nice and deeply for 3. Pause at the top. Exhale, coming through center, repeating on the other side, sliding that left hand out along the floor, raising the left arm above the head and over the ear, leaning to the left. Just keeping it nice and gentle. I'm trying to strain the body or push beyond how your body feels today. Gaze up. The right hand. Inhaling fully. And then on the exhale, twisting the heart open, drawing that right shoulder back. Inhaling for 3. Exhaling down into that right hand. Inhaling back through center. Exhale, let's bring that left hand to the right, outside of the right knee, and then draw that right hand behind you. And you're going to use that left hand to twist the torso over to the right, gazing towards the back of the room, keeping the spine long, drawing the belly in. Inhale fully. Exhale. Twist. Seeing if you can keep the mind focused on your breathing. Inhale. Exhale, twisting a little bit deeper. One more breath here. Inhale back through center. Exhale, bring that right hand to the left knee, twisting over to the left. Just noticing if you're feeling tight through the shoulders. And seeing if you can use that out breath to twist and soften into those tensions. Your shoulders are up by your ears. Perhaps you soften them a little bit. Breathing in for 3. Out for 3. Soften. Twisting. Last breath here. Inhale, coming back through center. We're just going to do some gentle shoulder rotations here. So bringing the fingertips to the tops of the shoulders. Our elbows are facing the side of the room. We're going to create circular motions with our elbows. So on the inhale, we're drawing them down and up towards the top of the ceiling. And then the exhale, drawing the elbows towards each other at the back of the room. Coming down. Inhale to lift. Nice big circles. Noticing how you're opening up through the shoulder blades. Again, closing down the eyes if you'd like. Keeping it slow, move at your own pace, and just really feeling into the physical sensations of this. You might feel some clicking, some grinding. Inhale. Exhale, feeling the heart open as you draw the elbows together. Inhale up. Exhale lower. One more this way. Exhale. Then let's rotate the other way. Inhale. Exhale down. Tuning in. 2 more. Last one. Bring the tops of the hands. Move your thighs. Noticing how the shoulders feel. And they have dropped down, your heart feels a little bit more open. And feel a little bit softer. Beautiful. Now straddling the legs out beside you. Again, this is not about being flexible. This is just about giving your body a nice stretch. So noticing where your limit is today. And being kind. by listening to that. Grabbing hold of the sit bones and just lifting them up. So you're sitting nice and firmly on the floor. Flexing the feet. Inhaling, let's lengthen up the spine out through the crown of the head. And on the exhale, you're just going to start pulling the fingers forward, just coming to your edge where the spine is still nice and long and not curling in. And then noticing where your edge is. You'll be able to feel some kind of friction. So it might be that there's a little bit of pain, you might feel tight in the thighs and hips, or you might even feel bone on bone. Closing down the eyes, let's tuck in the chin. Draw our energy down, so breathing in, up into the heart space, expanding the backs of the ribs, and then exhale, softening down into the base of the body. Keeping those toes towards the outside of the room. Spine is long. You're starting to create space and release that tension through your breath. If it's there for you, you might like to start to curl in a little bit, pulling the hands out a bit deeper. Letting go. Anchoring to your breath. Inhaling. Exhaling to soften. Using gravity and air to soften and draw the body down. Noticing if you're trying to force, if your ego is telling you you should be looking a certain way in this pose, just let go of it all. Just make this completely easy. The weight of the upper body slowly draw down, loosen, releasing the nerve fascia in the body, just deeply stretching it. Let's pose drawing out. Lost your breath, calming back, inhaling for 3, pause at the top, exhaling, letting that exhale sink the body down. 2 more deep breaths here. For a second, just noticing how the shape has changed. When you first entered it. How kindness and ease, we can actually start to shift our body, shift our mind. Doesn't always have to be done with force. It feels hard. where else you'd like to loosen or let go. Do it now. Really curling the head in. Getting that natural C-curve with the spine. Inhale, very slowly, rolling up the spine. Feeling into the sit bones again, and noticing how firmly they've now connected and rooted into the earth, and how long the spine feels. Cool thing about going a little bit slower with yoga, there's more time to integrate and notice the effect. Subtle and small poses can have. Coming over onto all fours. We're just going to do a few rounds of Majari Asana. So bringing your hands directly underneath your shoulders, knees underneath the hips. On the inhale, you're going to drop the belly, curve the lower back, lift the heart and head. Pressing into the hands and the tops of the feet. Exhale, keeping that pressure in the base of the body, curling and bringing the head between the arms. Really doming into that upper back by pressing into the hands. Stretching the spine in both directions. Exhaling to curl and then just really moving at your own pace here. Pausing wherever you'd like. I'm going to draw those hips forward a little bit more. I'm going to sink back into the hips and start to rotate around. Having a little play. Your eyes can close down if you'd like. If you're rotating and coming the other way. Coming back through center. Tap the toes, lift the hips, pushing back, downward facing dog. Just gently walking the feet out. Stretching into one calf and the other. You might want to drop that left heel and then bring your head underneath that left arm, stretching into the left side body and swapping side. Really loosening, stretching, opening. Inhale back through center. Let's lift the heels all the way up and draw the chest towards the back of the room, pressing into the hands. Inhale here. Exhale to lower the heels. Inhale to lift the heels. Exhale, lower. One more round here. Inhale to lift. Exhale to lower. Inhale, bringing your weight into that left foot. Let's raise that right leg, three-legged dog. Square the hips, keeping that weight even through both hands. It's not about height. You should be pressing that right heel back and then up, just to engage that glute, but keeping the hips nice and square. Softening the shoulders. Inhale. Exhale, lowering that foot to the ground, raising the left leg on your next inhale. Square the hips, flex the foot, straightening the arms and drawing your head between the hands. Inhale here. Exhale to lower, just starting to do that a little bit faster now. Inhale, raising the right leg. Exhale to lower. Inhale, exhale. Exhale, last round. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. This time, inhale, raising that right leg. Exhale, we're going to bring that right foot all the way through the front of the mat, dropping that back knee, coming into Ashwasana Chalanasana, our runner's lunge. And really drawing that pelvis down and forward. Bringing the tops of the fingers to the earth if you can, or you might want to be up on that right knee. Tucking in the chin to lengthen the spine. You're just drawing that pelvis forward, that left hip forward. Stretching to the front of that back leg. Our front ankle and knee. Inhale. Exhale. You're going to plant the hands and start to straighten out that right leg, coming into a calf stretch. Flex that foot. Keeping the hips square. You can curl and what it feels like. Do what feels good for you. Breathing up that leg and then exhaling back down to loosen it. It's probably really tight. Melanie. Inhale, coming back forward into that lunge, just kind of gazing up, stretching the front of the throat. Exhale, curling. And to move with the breath. Inhale, coming forward. Exhale, sinking back, noticing how the body is starting to loosen up. Exhale. Beautiful. This time, coming forward on the inhale. I'm going to plant that left hand down underneath the left shoulder and lift that right arm to the sky, twisting the heart out to the right. Beautiful. Inhale, stretching the arm up. Exhale, twisting the heart open. Rotating that right shoulder. Creating an opening here. You might want to stretch the fingers apart, just feeling open. Inhaling, coming back through center. Let's bring that right hand inside the right foot. And we're going to walk that right foot out towards the side of the mat and turn those toes slightly out towards the right, coming into a nice deep twist here. Lizard pose, so dropping onto the forearms if it's there for you. Rolling onto the outside of that right foot, just getting right into that hip. Again, you might want to rock side to side for a little bit. Noticing what you notice about your body. When you're ready, can you come into a space of stillness, a space that you feel comfort in, so it's not going to be a strain. And then inhaling, breathing in for 3. Exhaling, softening the body as you breathe out and down into that right hip. Inhale for 3. Exhale. Again, noticing how gravity pulls the body down. Inhale. Exhale. Beautiful. Inhale, just really slowly coming back up. Bringing that leg back into center. We're going to plant that right hand down, if you can, or again, you can bring it up onto that right thigh. And we're going to bend that left leg and grab hold of it. Starting to draw the heel towards the buttocks. This will be a really deep stretch for running people like us. Our quads are so tight. Just notice how that tightness and tension makes your body feel. It might create a shortening of breath. And you try and take back a bit of control and find a bit of ease with those deep 3-part breaths. Closing down the eyes. And slightly bringing that left heel towards the buttock. Keeping it soft so it doesn't have to be too intense. You need to feel free to drop that right leg as well. Come like that. You know where you're at. Extend to the body. Holding down your eyes. Breathe. Hold one more breath here. Exhale, release the leg and the hand. We're going to tuck that left knee under and just twist the torso over to the side, bringing the feet pointing slightly out. We're going to sink right down. So dropping the forehead towards the earth. Hands can be on the ground. You can grab hold of the outsides of your ankles and use them as a bit of a lever to draw the torso and the head down towards the earth. Bending through the elbows. We're drawing fresh prana energy, blood flow to the mind. And hopefully lightening our legs and our hips. And just letting gravity just draw you down. You might be up here, and that's absolutely fine. Just settle into whatever is working for you today. Make it easeful. Breathe. One more deep breath here. Inhale, coming back up to halfway. And on the exhale, we're going to walk our hands over towards the back of the mat, twisting our left foot forward, planting that right knee down. So coming into our low lunge on the other side. And again, just taking some time to have a play, pressing into that right hip, drawing the pelvis forward. Coming up onto left side, drawing everything forward and down. So your weight is drawing into that front foot, the hip stays square. Soften here. Inhale, let's plant the hands. Exhale, straightening through that left leg, drawing it down. Square the neck. Inhale, coming forward. Exhale, curling it. Move at your own pace. Inhale. Open up. Exhale. Draw your energy down. Last one. Inhale. Exhale. Let go. Inhale, coming forward. Plant that right hand underneath our shoulder and lift the left arm to the sky, opening out to the left. Inhale for lift. Exhale, dropping that left shoulder to the back of the room, opening through the heart. If you want, you can slightly bend the elbow, stretching through the fingers, opening through the chest. Finding your breath here. Noticing where your mind is. And if it's not here in this moment, bring it back. Inhale, coming back to center, bringing that left arm inside the left foot. And then scooting that foot out to the left, toes pointing out slightly, coming into your lizard pose. So slowly starting to drop the forearms down. If you can, planting on the floor. Hips square, just gently rolling onto the outside of that left foot. If that feels good for you, you might want to rock gently from side to side. Softening the face, the shoulders. Moving with that sway, rocking. Coming to stillness if you can. Noticing if the side feels a little bit easier, a little bit tighter. Breathing down into that left. You might want to bring in that ujjayi breath, so constricting the back of the throat, creating an ocean sound. Noticing the calming effect. More breath here. Inhaling, lift that up, bring that foot over slightly. Depending on where you are at, hands up here or dropping that left knee down as well. You can come into your quad stretch. Pressing the pelvis forward and drawing that right heel towards the right leg. Seeing how this pose makes your body react. How your breathing might be changing. Come back to those deep breaths. Stop. Okay. One more breath here. Inhale, let's drop that right leg. Come up off our knee, and then let's twist back over to the side. This time we're going to interlock our arms behind us and try and bring the palms together. Just really opening through the shoulder blades. Inhaling here. On the exhale, we're going to twist the torso over towards that right side. Inhale, center. Exhale, over to the left. And exhale. Beautiful. Inhale back to center. Exhale. Inhale, keep the spine long. Chest open. Exhale, up front. Inhale, center. Exhale, standing up. Scooting those feet together slightly. We're just going to come into a yogi squat variation. So this is a really opening pose as opposed to a workout. So we're going to interlock our fingers together. Just let the arms hang down in front of us. Toes pointing out slightly. Inhaling for length, keeping the arms nice and fluffy. Exhale, we're going to bend into the knees and just let the hands hang down in front of us. Sinking down, holding here. Inhale to rise. Exhale, keeping the arms soft, keeping the spine long. Knees drawing out to the sides. Opening into the hips. Inhale. Exhale, sinking a little bit deeper, but keeping that softness, drawing the pelvis in. Inhale here. Exhale to deepen a little bit more. Inhale to rise. Exhale, last time, sinking down. Softening the arms, softening the chin. Dropping into this pose. Again, the thighs start to work. And you tuck in the pelvis. Engage the core. Arms are completely soft. One more breath here. Inhale. Exhale. Sinking down. Inhale, slowly rising up. Then go to the hands, and then just gently doing some waist rotations. So bringing the opposite hand to the opposite shoulder and the waist. Go here. And then coming up to the top of your mat. Standing in our Tadasana, so planting the feet into the floor, fingers pointing down. Again, draw that pelvis in, engage through the core, the quads, lifting the heart, reaching the fingers down. Inhale, raising up to the sky, gentle lifting. Exhale, hands through breath. Coming into a nice forward fold. Bringing the palms underneath the feet, gorilla. So bending generously here if you need. Feeling the belly against the thighs. Tucking the chin in. And then bringing weight into the fronts of the feet slightly so that you're really pressing against the inside the hands. And then if you can, starting to straighten out the legs. Drawing the head a little bit closer to the knees. Stretching all the way out the backs of the legs. Breathe. Let go. Inhale, gently bending those legs again. I'm going to release the hands to the ground and taking a step back into a plank just for a second here. So pressing the heels towards the back of the room, hands are directly underneath the shoulders, and you're pressing into the hands to dome the upper back, dropping that belly, the buttocks down and engaging the belly, drawing it into the spine. Tucking in the chin. Feeling strong and centered here. Breathe. Beautiful. 2 more breaths here. Last one. Beautiful. Rocking the knees. Coming back into our child's pose. So you're going to bring the big toes together. Bring those knees out nice and wide. And slide the hands forward. Dropping the forehead to the earth. To a block if you have one or 2. Your palms, your fists. The key is to find some form of contact for your forehead. Notice that contact, that sensation. Feel the coolness. Calmness. Breathing into 3. Up into the heart space. All over the top. Exhale down into the head. In for 3. Out for 3. Letting the hips soften towards the heel. Out and 3. Inhale, coming up. You're going to raise that right arm to the sky, draw the hips off the heel, and then exhale, twisting it underneath that left arm, coming into figure 8 variation. Thread the needle, and the right temple to the earth, stretching that left arm out. Breathing out into the hip. And then you can start to bend that left arm, resting the body on the ground, letting go of all the tension, all the stretching, just letting the body be here. It's not comfortable. The breath, following it. Create the calmness. So one more breath there. Inhale, let's raise that right arm back to the sky. Exhale, bringing it to the ground and swapping sides on the inhale, raising that left arm. Exhale, hooking it underneath right the knee, dropping that left temple to the earth, starting to straighten that right arm, stretching down the back for a minute here. Drawing the weight down. Sigh it out a little bit. And when you're ready, just bending through that right hand. Dropping it to wherever feels good. Feeling the cool earth beneath you. Drawing your awareness up into your hips, abdomen, slightly raised. You might feel a little tingling sensation. Feeling the blood flow away from this area. As gravity draws the body down. Noticing if your mind has wandered, gently bringing it back to your breathing, to the sensations running through your body. Inhale, gently come up, raising that leg arm. Exhale, planting it down. We're just going to come sit up on our buttocks here. Bringing our hands to our shins. Just doing a few rounds of rock and roll just to redistribute our energy and bring us a bit back up. We've done a lot of drawing our energy down. So inhale, lifting the chest. And on the exhale, starting to roll back along the spine. Coming up. Exhale. If you can, keeping the feet off the ground on the inhale, engaging the core. Exhale. Moving at your own pace. A few more rounds like that. When you're ready, coming down onto your back. Bringing your knees in nice and close, rocking from side to side. Taking a quick scan of the body. Noticing if there's still any little niggles there, any tension that you want to release. Feel free to do any final stretches. Otherwise, you might like to join me just for a happy baby. The really centering pose, grounding. So dropping the tailbone down to the earth. Soles of the feet come towards the ceiling. Grabbing hold of the big toe or the outsides of your feet. Tucking that chin in, lengthening the spine. Gently rocking from side to side. Releasing the lower back. Back to the legs. Very good. Stillness. A couple of breaths. Breathe here. Exhale. Release. And bring the knees back together for a second or two. And then when you're ready, just coming to lie down into Shavasana. Walks pose. So by this stage, your body should feel completely relaxed. Palms face upward. Get the toes rock out to the sides. You might want to bring your arms out nice and wide just to release the shoulder blades down to the floor. Again, let's tuck in the chin slightly to lengthen the neck. Feeling a sense of receptivity, openness. Rounding down into the physical body, feeling the full earth. The floor supporting you. Going to name parts of your body. Going to tense those parts of the body for 5 breaths, holding it in for 5. And then on the exhale, we're going to make a whoosh sound. Sigh out the breath through the mouth and let it go. So on the inhale, let's breathe in and tense through the toes and the feet. Breathing in and holding here for 5 breaths. 4, 3, 2, 1. Release feet and toes down. Releasing the tingling. The next inhale, let's clench the feet and all of the legs and the buttocks here, the lower body. Really tense here. Holding in for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let it all go. The lower body is heavy, soft, sinking into the ground. It's time drawing your awareness to your hands, your fingers. Inhale, coming in, clenching the fist, really holding here for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Release. Feeling it. This time, tensing all of the arms, the front of the torso, the back of the torso. Breathing in and holding to clench. Clenching the whole upper body, trying to keep the lower body soft. Clenching in the abs. Holding here for 3, 2, 1. Go. This time we're going to clench our whole body from the toes all the way up to the head. Breathing in nice and deeply here, holding it in. Clenching every muscle, every fiber, clench the eyes, clench the forehead, clench the toes, the fists, everything clenched. 3, 2, 1. Release the whole body heavy. Releasing every fiber, every muscle, every eye, the forehead, the jaw. Feel as if the tension is just dripping off the face and down into the floor. Deeply relax. Back to your 3-part breath. the belly. Just the heart. Hold it. Exhaling down the heart, down the belly, to the belly. Breathing like this. Observing yourself, watching the breath, counting it in. Out. Mind wanders, gently coming back to your breath. Right. Approach between body and mind. If you have the time and you're really enjoying this, feel free to stay here for as long as you need. To deepen your breath. Becoming aware of the space you're in, time of day, sounds around you. Feeling the floor once again beneath you, full to touch. When you're ready, starting to gently point the toes, start moving the fingers, stretching the arms above the head, pointing from the tips of the toes all the way up to the fingers. And then gently curling over to your right side, coming into a nice fetal position here. Smiling internally or just gently putting a little smile on your face. Feeling calm. Be present. And with your eyes closed, when you're ready, just gently making your way back up to that comfortable seated position. Coming into your sit bones, opening through the heart, lengthening up the spine. Bringing your hands to your heart, bowing your head. Namaste. Thank you so much.
Thanks, Soph.
Thank you.
Thanks, Johnny. I'll hopefully see you on Sunday.
Yeah, fingers crossed.
Fingers crossed. Take care.
You too.
See ya.
Bye.